Hey, we're here live on location at Broad and Olney, and we have with us
Lucy Man.
Lucy Man. How are you today?
I'm pretty good, man. I'm hanging in there.
Did you ever see the video, I think it's on television there, called Slavery by Another Name?
No, I heard
I suggest you try to catch that. Because it kind of shows you what we went through at the end of the Civil War when we were supposed to have been free for winning the Civil War to preserve the Union. And they held us in another form of captivity for about 80 years. Worked us real hard, didn't get paid. Very cold situation. And when I look at that and I see what we've been through, what our ancestors have been through, and then I see these youngsters, man, nowadays, you know, killing each other and
slaves,
terrorizing the seniors and so forth, you know. They scared to walk past them thinking they're going, you know.
They the new Ku Klux Klan.
The youngsters.
Yeah, they doing the job for the Ku Klux Klan. They don't have to come out no more in the white sheets because we doing the job for them.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But we got to try to reverse that. You know what I mean? Realize.
How would you suggest we reverse it?
Got to really start getting into our kids, man, and let them know, man, that what they chasing, you know what I mean, the dream that they chasing, the diamonds and the ice and all that stuff like that is really not as important as family and love, understanding, and respect, man. We got to get back down to that, man. You know what I'm saying? You know, Whitney Houston had $100 million. It didn't make her happy. You know what I'm saying? Obviously, because, you know what I'm saying, she died the way she did. You know, so, I mean, money doesn't guarantee you happiness. It's all about knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. And that's the most important weapon that you're going to use. You know what I mean? Your nine is your mind. You know what I mean? You know, you just can't go around Debo and cavemen and stuff like that because they got a place for you. You know what I'm saying? But your knowledge can get you by. You know? And you got to humble yourself, man. It's not all about violence and stuff like that. And I mean, that doesn't work in this type of world now.
I think if we tried to please our ancestors with our thoughts, with our subconscious thinking, yeah, it could turn things around tremendously. Because at this point, I really don't think the youngsters that's violating people even have any knowledge of how great we are and all that our ancestors went through for us to just be here today, you know.
Exactly. Nobody's taking them under their wing and teaching them the right way. And that's a big problem.
But do you think that is a coincidence or deliberate or by design?
I mean, it's by design, but we got to take it in our own hands, you know what I'm saying, to pull these young boys or young girls under our wing and try to catch them before they make them crucial mistakes and stuff like that. Because they're young, so they don't know. You know what I'm saying? They'll make a mistake now when they're 17, 18 that they'll regret when they're 37 or 35 or 30. You know what I'm saying? But unfortunately, they might have gotten in a position where they can't reverse it. You know what I'm saying?
So walking around with your pants off, hanging off your butt, showing your drawers, and cursing in front of elders, and just showing all types of disrespect like that. With the media projecting it, making you think it's okay. Murdering, I mean, you see all of that. And they choose to gravitate toward the dark side as averse to the positive. Well, we don't see as much positive.
Yeah, because...
Matter of fact, let's cut this interview because we have the siren coming. As a matter of fact, it's gone. Okay, let's continue.
All right.
You're doing great. They're perpetuating the negative.
Yeah, because everybody's trying to be somebody that they're not. You know what I mean? They got to realize that they got to be themselves. That's what makes the world go round.
Love yourself, hate your enemy.
Yeah,
Don't hate yourself and love your enemy.
Yeah, exactly. But you can't be somebody that you're not, man, because eventually your bluff is going to get called. And it's going to be like, are you going to do this or are you going to do that? You know what I'm saying? And of course you go shoot somebody and gun them down and all that. You're going to look good and yeah, he a gangster and all that, but it's consequences and repercussions.
But it ain't no comeback from death.
It's no comeback from death and there's no comeback from life in penitentiary. You know what I'm saying? Now it's a whole different ball game. You're a killer, but now you're in penitentiary with 2,300 other killers. You know what I'm saying?
Real killers.
Yeah, real killers. And they love to fight. They love to do that every day. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to sacrifice yourself. You got to realize the change that we're wearing now, you can't see them. But we're still in slavery. You know what I'm saying? And as long as you feed into the materialistic things and let stuff like that drive you and passion and let your animal instincts control you and stuff in this world, you're always going to wind up in hot water. You know what I'm saying? You know, you got to realize who you are You know what I'm saying? And just have a little righteousness about yourself, you know? And just try to balance your karma, man. None of us are perfect. You know what I'm saying? And you might do wrong just to get by and all that, but you got to try to give as much as you take. If you don't give as much as you take, then you're going to lose. You know what I'm saying? Because you can't keep something unless you give it away.
But you can't lose nothing you never had either.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So, you know, when you talk about this is my corner or this is my block, it was never your block.
Not really.
You know, it was never your corner.
Yeah, you just think it is.
It was never your girl if you lost her. It was never your man if you lost him.
Exactly.
Because if it was your man, you wouldn't have lost him. You never had him.
But you're gonna lose things in life. You know what I'm saying? You just gotta learn to tighten your bootstraps up and just keep ahead, man. Keep going ahead. You know what I'm saying? You can't let nothing stop you, man. Your ultimate goal is, man, to be a family man, to be a righteous person. You know what I'm saying? And try to, like, you know what I mean, live for your people, give a lot. You know what I'm saying? And you'll get a lot back. You know what
Praise God and love the ancestors.
Yeah, exactly, man. And understand what they went through us, for us. You know what I'm saying? And we letting the establishment put the change right back on us, and we don't realize it. Every time
from our legs and arms,
yeah, but
to our minds.
Every time you go and buy a Four Loko, you're a slave.
I don't even know what a Four Loko is.
It's a beer that's fortified. It's designed to make you dumb.
Make you dumb, right?
Yeah, exactly. You know what I'm saying? You know, anytime you buy, you know what I mean, you're patronizing, you know what I'm saying, selling drugs and stuff like that. You're taking away from your neighborhood. You kill everybody around you, there's nobody left.
But what about people taking that bag of money out of our neighborhood every night? And you don't see us as the financial foundation of our communities. You see other people that don't look like you, that our children and you spend your money with in the grocery stores and the fast food restaurants.
Exactly. We need to start taking control. We need to start patronizing each other and all that. And it's not about no separatist thing or nothing like that, but why do we need foreigners to come in our neighborhood to sell us stuff? Is there something special about these goods that they selling us? I mean, why can't we own the stores in our own neighborhood?
Have you ever heard of Willie Lynch?
Yeah, I heard of Willie Lynch.
Do you think that might be the reason why we act like we do toward each other?
In a sense, you know what I'm saying? But then again, it's like a lot of brainwash thing. The media, you know what I'm saying? The videos that our youngsters see and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? You know, when they're young, it has a different effect on them. When you're older, you're not going to act that stuff out. But when you're young, you see all this glamorous stuff, these guys with diamonds and white furs and going in the club with 10 girls around them and all that. It makes you want. You think what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. But I mean, you can still have the diamonds and the furs and the 10 women, but go to college.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? You're not going to get it selling drugs and nothing like that. Them days are over with. There's no more drug dealer millionaires. Very few. You know what I'm saying? You know, you either going to get shot in the head, killed, something bad going to happen. You know what I'm saying? You know, so and you're going to wind up having to work anyway.
But you're going to have to answer for that, man. When you meet the ancestors, they want to know what the hell you were doing while you were a living being walking around on the surface of the earth.
Exactly.
Yeah. Listen, this has been a great interview. What is your name again?
Actually, my name is Craig.
And we're live here at Broad and Albany, the Job Man Caravan with
Debbie.
Debbie, how are you today?
I'm fine, thank you.
Okay,
sir.
Debbie, I wanted to try to get some comments on Whitney Houston. I mean, were you a Whitney Houston fan?
Yes, I was.
Okay.
Goes out to her family.
Where were you when you heard about her passing?
Actually, I was at my sister's, you know, and a friend called and told me, and it hit me. It had a real impact on my life.
Like a ton of bricks.
A ton of bricks, because I could relate with the struggle of addiction, you know, in my own life, and a lot of us have people that we love, you know, that are going through this on a daily basis, that need to know that they are superstars within their own rights, and that God has them in their umbrella, you know. And Whitney's death just shows you that no matter what, you know, things do happen to people that struggle. You know.
You think that was the cause of her death?
I believe the cause of her death was because God called her. It was her time.
Okay.
You know, and to let the world know that, yes, it's a time to awake, that there's help out there for those who struggle with mental health, addictions. There are all kinds of obstacles that take you in various directions. But God, in His path, will show you ways to overcome such tragedies in your life.
Okay. Well, tell me, what was your favorite Whitney Houston tune?
She had so many. You see, I will always love you. It's and the greatest.
I'll always love you.
The greatest love of all.
Greatest love of all.
When she sang the Pledge of Allegiance.
No, that was the Linda Creed tune, The Greatest Love of All.
Really?
Yeah. And Dolly Parton wrote
the song.
What was the big one? I'll always love you.
Right.
Yeah. So
when she sang the
she didn't get any of those royalties. You know, she might have got, you know, the sales of the record, but Dolly Parton got all the money on the writer. You know, you get royalties for writing songs.
Well, I'm quite sure Whitney got her money on what she did right.
Okay. Well, tell me about her relationship with Bobby Brown. What did you think about that?
You know, I believe that had played a large part in her depression toward the end, because they had put so many years into that relationship. You know, that it takes a long time to heal the heart. You know, and it's just not done overnight, over years. You know.
Well, do you think that he contributed toward her demise, or what?
I will not blame him. No, it's not for me to put the blame on him. I'm just saying that he may have played a part as to her happiness or unhappiness. I'm quite sure. As we all do in our relationships, the other part, you know, plays a great deal. I'm sure he weighed heavy on her heart. You know, I'm sure the new relationship that she was forming in the media weighed heavy on her heart. Many things probably weighed heavy on her heart, you know.
Okay, let me ask you this. What about Don Cornelius and the Soul Train?
No, that just goes to show.
Hold on, please, hold on. We were talking about Don Cornelius and the Soul Train.
And also my heart goes out to him and his family.
Did you watch Soul Train when it came on Saturday mornings?
Yes, I did. Who didn't watch? You know we watched Soul Train.
and you knew you were going to see somebody, some recording artist
right.
that was stepping and
Soul
singing.
Train line.
Yeah.
That's right.
Looking their best.
That's right. 609. Of course. Yes, Don Cornelius, you know.
Hold on for a minute. Back to Soul Train. Soul Train, Soul Train.
Soul Train. What else?
Peace, power, and love.
Yes. You couldn't wait to turn your TV on and watch.
Well, let me ask you
Train.
this. The first time you saw Soul Train, can you remember where you were and what your reaction was?
I'm quite sure I was at my mother's.
Okay.
And I was happy to see people dancing because, you know, we couldn't afford to go to a concert back then. Times were tight, yeah. Times are really, really tight. They're hard now. No, but
you know what?
that party
people were in front of their TV, and they came out to shop and do the rest of that Saturday thing after Soul Train went off.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, because Don had it going on.
Oh, yes, he did.
Handsome guy with the big afro.
Oh, yeah, look.
And when James came on talking about "Say It Loud, I'm Black and I'm Proud."
Oh, wow.
Was that strong or what?
That was strong.
Yeah.
He had the best of the best. Earth, Wind, and Fire, the greatest. Stevie, Aretha. You came on Don Cornelius. That's indeed the Soul Train, man.
You think they gave him proper play when he passed on? You think they could have
I'm sorry,
did
but
more?
I did miss that tribute. They probably could have done more because I actually didn't hear as much about his demise as you do Whitney, and he by far surpassed. You know, he brought everyone in our homes. He on some real rap. He really did. You know, that's how far back he goes. He's much older than I am. Okay. Okay. Now let me ask you this: do you give me permission to use this on my TV show? Yes, I do.
Okay. Do you have any comments about the youngsters, the way that they're killing and indiscriminately?
A lot of it, you know, Is there a
Is it
product
drugs?
of their environments?
Is it drugs? Is it brainwash? Is it, what is
It's
it?
a product of drugs. It's a product of their environment. The inner city, you know, behind the war on drugs, you have to realize that generation had to lead their children on their mothers, and then their children's children on their grandmothers, who are no longer able to really give them the moral fibers once they, you know, the upbringing once they got there, because they were coming up there in age, you know, even if they wanted to.
Okay.
So we had to figure out a solution to come back to this moral solution, you know.
And the moral solution is what?
I believe your higher power God, you know, to bring you upright, you know, to follow the greater laws of the word.
Okay. And beg for his mercy.
Yes, indeed.
And beg for his mercy.
Yes, indeed.
And be humble.
You have to humble yourself.
Yeah, you got to humble up
You have
and
to humble yourself.
ask God to forgive you.
You have to learn how to, most
help
of all,
you out.
forgive yourself, because
Yeah.
we've done a lot of wrong to ourselves, and it stands in the way of loving other people. You know, once you learn how to forgive yourself and truly love yourself, like more than you love your better half, you'll learn to love.
Okay. Well,
It's been a pleasure.
oh, listen, the pleasure was all mine. Thank you so much for your interview.
Thank you.
Okay, man on the street,
Man on the
job man caravan, Philly Cam, Philly Cam.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Awesome.
Good evening, everybody. My name is Ernest Davis. Back in the day, they used to call me Ernest Bluesmouth Davis. But back then, I had some teeth. But don't laugh, I have some more. But I can't talk with them. I can't eat with them. And I sure can't sing with them, so I left them at home. Now, I've been playing the blues all my life. When I was a little boy, we had a piano in our house. And I had a cousin who used to come over all the time and sit at the piano, and he put me on his lap and I played. And bang until I finally learned how to play. Now, I'll let you know something right now. I don't know one note from another. I play by air and sound. And that's where my music come from. And I enjoy playing the blues. I love the blues. I had a lot of people that I admired back in my days. Muddy Waters, Memphis Slim. I played Memphis Slim music, Muddy Water music. And these are the people that I built my blues on down through the years.
How old are you, Ernest?
I am now 81.
You have a birthday coming up.
The 4th of July, I'll be 82.
So you're 4th of July, baby.
4th of July, independent.
Okay, all right.
All my music, independent.
Now, where were you born?
I was born in the state of North Carolina,
What city?
Durham County.
Okay.
In it's a tobacco factory town. That's why they call it Durham, because they used to make the Bull Durham tobacco.
Okay.
And my father worked for him for 30-something years. He died working for the American Tobacco Company.
What was your father's name?
And my father's name was Ernest Colley. I go by my mother's name, Ernest Davis, because my mother and father never was married.
Okay.
But my father went in service, and he stayed in service during World War II, and I traveled with him for a while. Went to school in Columbus, South Carolina, until I left there and went out on my own.
You know the name of that school?
Carver Junior High School in Columbus, South Carolina.
Okay, you think they named it after George Washington Carver?
Well, I think it was George Washington Carver, and they got promoted to Booker Washington.
Booker T. Washington.
Booker Washington.
Oh, Booker Washington, okay.
In Columbus, South Carolina, but I left that state.
How old were you when you left?
I was 15.
Okay. And where did you go?
Well, I came back to North Carolina because I figured my mother needed my help at the time. She was a single mother with me, and she was in the stage of having me a brother.
Okay.
And so I came back and quit school and started working.
What kind of work were you doing?
Well,
Ernest?
I started out with everything I could find to do to make money. I shined shoes, I washed dishes, I scrubbed floors, I did all that stuff back in the days. And I finally did a little construction work.
Okay.
And so on my 17th birthday, 1 week before I turned 18, I joined the Army. And I stayed in the Army for 8 years. I came out in 54, and then I came back into the construction business, and off and on, that's what I did down through the years.
Did you go abroad in the Army?
I was in Korea during the Korean War.
Oh,
I'm
you
a
on-
Korean veteran.
Okay, were you on the front line? Were you?
Well, I was
seeing
all
the
over.
action?
I was a medical technician. I had to take care of the wounds and stuff like that. I was all over.
Mm.
Every outfit there, I mostly was signed to them back and forward. I stayed there 1 year from 1950 when it first started till I left there in 51.
So when did you get involved with your music with all of this going on?
Well, when I come back, I'll just go around and start going to clubs and bars, going to what you call open mic nights and play. Then I start going to nursing homes.
At 17, 18, 19?
No, this is later years. No, when I come out, I come back and start working.
Okay, so you went there for 8 years, 18, so you came back at
I was in the
26
Army
years
for 8
old?
years, yeah,
Mhm.
26. I
Okay.
was in the Army. I got married, and the marriage went on a rock pile. It was a terrible marriage. For 10 years, I had a terrible marriage, so I got out of that.
Okay, now let me ask you this. Since you're talking about you had a marriage and it was a bad marriage, that sounds like a blues song to me. Can I
That's
get a
why I
blues
play-
song? Can I get
that's
a
why-
blues song on that marriage
That's-
thing?
I hear your blues on.
Give me a blues song. Give me a marriage blues song. Failed marriage blues song.
Pulling lay down and died, and his wife went crazy too. Mother-in-law didn't say a word till this young man came through. Just gonna show you, yeah, the world is mad. One make one person sad, body made another one glad. As the gravy crash splash, body laid all in the street. Undertaker smiling, winked his eye. Bob Benny sure is sweet. Just gonna show you, yeah, the world is mad. What made one person sad? Body made another one mad. right. Poor girl jumped up and left. Girl got along and came to me. And I kept her for myself. Just go and show you. Yeah, the world is bad. What made one person say, by the maid, another one man. You like that?
I loved it. What makes one man sad make another man glad?
Oh, yeah.
Okay. You want to continue? Or you want to take a break?
Well, that's up to you.
Okay, let's keep moving. Okay, so now we did a little song on the breakup of your marriage, and when you started playing the blues, out of all the other music that was available, gospel, I guess, was boogie woogie or rhythm and blues, or was any of that going on during that period of time?
Well, all this was going on, but just like I said, I liked the blues, and I had these blues men that I looked up to.
What
Then
about
Slim
blues
go way
ladies?
back.
What about the blues ladies?
Well, it's a couple, but mostly the men.
Okay,
I really love Memphis Slim.
okay.
I liked his music. He was out of Mississippi, and Muddy Water. And I sort of, by me not knowing music, I picked up the sounds, and that's what I go from, the sounds, they play by ear. I couldn't tell you one note from another. I just pick up sound. And I,
It's just running through your body, though, my
yeah,
brother.
well,
You know, it's a
well,
gift.
I can put sounds and put words to them, you know. I make up my own music if I want to by putting words together. But my music is just like James Brown. James Brown had a whole lot of songs with only one tune.
What
He
do you-
always had the same tune, but he had a whole lot of songs. Now, when I'm playing with a band, it's different. See, I can change my tune every which way, see, with a band.
Okay,
And that's the way it is with me playing the blues.
okay. Now, you're down in Durham, North Carolina. When do you decide to leave, and what made you make the decision to get up out of there, and
But
where did you go from there?
that's when I went in the Army.
Okay, and then you came back home.
Yeah, I came back home, and then from that moment on, my whole life turned around in different directions. See, I ended my first marriage. In fact, I ended right here in Philadelphia. Ended here in Philadelphia. Then I went back to North Carolina, and I remarried again. Now, this is my second wife, which we are together today.
Okay,
In fact, our anniversary coming up, I think it's the 26th, next week. I think my wife said the 29th, but I thought it was the 26th, but we've been married so long to that's like I said, when you get old, you forget her. And we would be married 40 years.
that's great, man.
40 years.
40 years.
We didn't take $1 million for her.
Oh my goodness. Have any children in that union?
Well, I don't have any children by her. I got 2 by my first wife. I got
Okay.
a whole lot of grand and great grand from them.
Okay.
But my wife, she had 4 kids. She just lost one here a few years back, where she got 2 daughters and son. They all grown, and they really treat me as if I'm a real father.
Okay.
I've been in life so long.
That's
see.
right.
They lost their father a few years back, and in fact, today I just got a packet from one of my stepdaughters in Georgia. both the girls in Georgia, the boy, he live in New York. But I just got a pack from her today, Father's Day. She think about me, Father's Day and all birthday and everything.
Isn't that beautiful?
I couldn't expect no better from it was my own.
Well, let's play a tune to her. Let's give her a little.
Well, I was gonna play a tune, but the one I wanted to play, I wanted to dedicate it to all the men folks.
Well, come on, let's do that one.
Dedicated to the men folks.
Dedicated to the men folks.
Took my gal to Big Cabin. Sure fine time. And brought a bottle when I went in. All I got is a dime. What matter? Be a drinking woman. Don't you know, man? Don't you know? I don't want to see that woman no more. Says to me, Daddy, while I go that ride here. As soon as she come back, she said, Daddy, give me another water beer, whatever, be a drinking woman. Don't you know, man, don't you know? I don't want to see that woman no more. I have left is one thin dime. Say that's all right, Daddy. Give me a small bottle of beer, wasn't that all? Be a drinking woman. Don't you know, man? Don't you know? Now I want to see that woman.
That was great, man.
Okay.
What was the name of that tune?
Mad World. It's a mad.
Is it a mad world?
Oh yeah, everything go on. Everything happen. That's why I said Mad World.
And so you put it in a song. Now, whose song was that?
Memphis Slim.
That was Memphis Slim.
Memphis Slim.
Okay.
In fact, both of them songs was Memphis Slim.
Okay.
Yes, Mad World and Beer Drinking Woman.
Okay.
That one was Beer Drinking Woman. The first one was Mad World.
Okay. Well, let's talk a little bit more about the people that influenced you, the blues singers that, or the blues people
Yeah.
that, you know, cause you to continue to play when you don't feel like playing, when you feel like walking away, and they just drag you back, you know, and make you, you know, stick with it.
Well, that's what it always is. Anytime I get around piano, I jump on it, bang on it, play on it. And I got my own setup. I got a keyboard, I got amplifiers, I got microphone. And when I just feel like I want to sit down and play a little blues, I sit down and play some blues.
At home?
At home, anywhere I'm at.
Okay. Well, tell me a little bit more about some of these jazz people that, you know, that you like to listen to and you like to play their music. I know you like Memphis Slim.
Yeah, I listen to jazz, but mostly blues.
Okay, tell me about them.
Memphis Slim was a blues man. Muddy was a blues man. In fact, there was a whole lot of blues people down through the years. Yeah, you said some of the women. Yeah, I listened to some of the women blues. I think a lot of them that I thought were real blues singers. Now, see, I don't know if you heard them or not, but you ever heard of Nellie Luxor? Well, she put out a blues song about what was the name of that song? See, I got a man that's 6 feet tall, old in the shoulders and there, and oh, he my king size papa. You never heard that song, but they go way back.
No, give me a little bit of it. Can you
I don't know whether I can play it.
Okay. Well,
but you know, just like I said, I can use the same tune, but now getting to my boy, Muddy Water.
okay.
I like his song.
Okay.
Now,
Well, let me ask you this. Now, is B.B. King a blues man?
Yeah, he's a blues man, but see, you got all kind of blues. You got Delta blues, you got down home blues, you got good boogie blues, you got all kind of blues.
What kind of blues does B.B. King play?
Well, I think he really tried to get down. He get down. I say low down gut bucket blues.
Low down gut bucket
I
blues.
call him gut bucket, you know.
But he became so successful though. I mean, he really.
Yeah, well, gut bucket blues is something else. He really, man, having trouble and stuff like that. His music gonna reach him because I mean it touched him. Having trouble and stuff like that, and that's what blues do to you, you know.
Does it help you get through the blues, or does it give you the blues?
Well, no, it don't give me the blues. Sometimes I play, I already have, but it might be a little something done happened that day, and I don't feel too tight about it. So I play me a blues. It lifts me up. Really.
Oh, it lifts you up.
Yeah, it lifts you up, really, see.
Okay.
Make you forget about being so bluesy and feeling blue. So,
Okay.
well, just
Okay.
Pick it up.
So now, do you play any B.B. King's music?
no. I don't
Okay.
play none here. Well, just like I said, I play some Muddy Water.
Okay. But let me ask you this. Now, B.B. King, I think his success, I think his guitar, Lucille, is just about as famous as he is, don't you?
But that's what made him.
The guitar.
The good time made him. And the band back him up. Well, you know, you got a good band, they can make anybody. You get up there, you can sing any kind of tune, they can make you. Just like they said, I told you about James Brown.
You said he plays one song over and over again.
No, I didn't say that. I said he got a lot of songs, but he only got one tune.
Okay.
See, it's almost all his music, different words, but the same tune. If you listen to all his music closely, every now and then it changed a little bit.
But was he a genius?
Well, just like I said,
He was successful and he was famous.
yeah, he was famous. He sung his heart out, the way the music lacked. But the band, just like I said, even though it was almost the same tune, they carried him, they backed him up. You got a band back there, just like I said, practically anybody give them singing the blues if they get a few words in them. They got any kind of voice at all.
But from what I understand, James' music was done live in the studio before they had the multi-tracks and the, all of the
Well-
digital and playback and overdubbing. I mean, a lot of his stuff was
Yeah,
just,
Well, a lot of his stuff I listen to.
don't you think he deserves credit for having a tight
But yeah,
band?
well, a lot of his music I listen to when he cut records, but he did a lot of performing on stage, see? That's where he was doing his thing. He really doing his thing on the stage, but his music was going out there. But he's on stage, see? And I forgot his one.
Was he a dynamic performer?
Oh, well, he put something into it. I mean, he give a performance.
Did you ever go see him perform?
No, I never would see him.
You never saw James Brown live?
No.
Did you ever see B.B. King live?
No,
Did you ever see Muddy Waters live?
no, I see him on
Tell me some of the blues musicians that you actually saw play live.
well, none of them person. I never seen any of those live. I just listened to the music and see them
Okay.
on TV.
Okay.
Now, the only thing I seen live was some singers here in Philadelphia.
Like who?
I lived in Philadelphia before I moved here the first time in '57 to '61, and I went up to the uptown and saw what is his name? Chubby Checker, and also Solomon Burke.
Okay.
Now I like Solomon Burke music too. But now Solomon Burke, that night we was up there waiting on him, there was a problem. We sit around there for a long time and Solomon Burke didn't show up and come to find out the police had arrested him for non-support. And everybody was waiting for to see Solomon Burke, so he finally come in and he set the house on fire that night. That's the first time I ever heard him really sing.
Did you catch the performance that he set the house on?
Yeah, I was there. But we was waiting there so long, didn't know what happened to Solomon Burke. Just come to find out he was locked up.
But when he came in, he set the house
He
on.
set the house on fire. Solomon Burke sung that night. He really sung. So that's where the blues come from. I guess if he had to pay $400 to get out of jail. I guess if he took my $400, I'd have set the house on fire. Yeah, so.
Okay, you got another tune for me?
Well, man, I play you one of Muddy Waters tunes.
Okay.
And see, most time when I go around, play around, I ask the organ to help me on this here. Because when I play it, I ask the organ to help me. And whenever I get to a certain tune, I tell them when I raise my harmonica, they repeat after me.
Okay.
So I'm okay.
Okay.
You said that you're from North Carolina, that you know you've been in the area for quite a while. I just wanted to know if you considered yourself a Philadelphia musician, or
Do I figure what?
do you consider yourself like a musician?
A Philadelphia musician.
Oh, no. See, only while I'm back here in Philadelphia, the second go around, just like I said, I was here from 57 to 61 with my first wife. I came back when I retired. I retired in 1990 from work, and my mother was still here because I brought my mother up here in 58 and she's been here ever since. So I come back up here because my mother was living. I lost my mother in 95. She was 85 when she died. And so I'm still here, but 2 or 3 times I started to get up and leave. But that's it. Well, see, one thing I didn't tell y'all. See, just like I said, I play the blues, and I'm gonna put this on record. There's one nursing home I go to all the time. I've been going down there for years. They call it the Tucker House at 10th and Wallace, and I always play the blues when people are down there in the dining room. 2 old ladies sit by the piano all the time. But at the time, they didn't know I was a missionary. I'm a missionary in the church. And they found out I was a missionary, and one lady jumped on me and went up one side and down the other. She said, "You a missionary?" I said, "Yeah." And she said, "You playing the devil music?" I looked at the lady and I told her, I said, "Let me explain something to you." I said, blues tell you about your trial, trouble, and tribulation. Then you give them to God. And from then on out, every time I go down and play the blues, they be the first pat the feet because they know I'm talking about somebody's trial, trouble, and tribulation. So now, that's what I had to say whenever I'm playing the blues. Mention that I'm a missionary. This is the way I feel about it. See, but a lot of people get the misconception about blues, what it means. About the devil music, I don't know where the devil music come from, but if you listen to the blues and listen to it closely, it always talking about somebody's trouble and trial and tribulation. And you see, the first song I played was about trial and tribulation. But the second song was about trouble when the beer drinking woman, that was trouble. So that's what I mean.
Okay.
Do you have a lot of, since you've been playing, because you've been playing your whole life, do you have a lot of people that say that about you playing the blues that you shouldn't?
A lot of people still don't know that I'm a missionary. They just know I play blues. I'm around my building there, that plaque you got there is made in my building. I just play blues around everybody. They know I'm a missionary. They see me go to church every Sunday mostly with my Bible and stuff like that. But I always believe in God, and I have my religious belief, and I always say if I'm doing anything to displease Him, to forgive me. But He ain't stopped me from playing it. And some people say, "Well, why don't you play Christian music?" I said, "Well, I play by this sound." I said, "Maybe you can take my music and put the word to it, but it's hard to tell." Now, I had 2 preachers that tell me to come and play, and I said, "Rev, you know," one of them dead now. I said, "You know, I don't play none but the blues." You know what they told me? He said, "You come to church and play, just keep your mouth closed." So I told the Rev, I said, "Rev, you know I can't do that." I said, if I jump out, I said, "Oh yeah, everything gonna be all right." I said, the church gonna look at me very funny. So that's what it's all about.
And when blues was at its height, was that when blues was like really popular and stuff like that? Was that something that was?
Well, see, one thing about blues, they always talk about blues. Just like I say, I'm 82 and I've been around blues all my life. I've seen all kinds of music come and go, hip hop, bop, and all that stuff. But everybody say blues will never die. Well, God will never die either. But if you really go back and check back many a year, gospel come from the blues. A lot of people don't know that. See, back in slavery time, people used to sing the blues, but also sing gospel. That's where they jump off at it. If you check history and stuff like that, gospel come from blues. Because slavery time, our people in slavery, that's all they had was in their life was blues at that time. The way they was living under these things. But God done about wiped all that out. He gonna wipe a lot of things out for us. So that's it.
Okay. All right, let me get one more song out you, man, and then we're going to pack up and get out of here.
I'm trying to figure out what else I can play for you right now.
Well, I'm open. I'm open.
Think. It's one song, but I don't forgot how to go from one to the other one. It's been so long. Let me see if let me see. I forgot it.
All right, we got the best of you, man. Is that it? I mean, it's okay. It's okay.
Hey, let me see. if I can't catch the other part about that, I just said, oh me, oh child, everything gonna be alright after a while. When I was a little boy, at the age of 5, my mama said someday, son, be the prettiest man alive. Now I'm a man, May 21. Now believe me, baby, we have lots of fun. I'm a man, B-M-A-N. Man. Oh, 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 oh. Standing on the outside, me and my mate, I make the moon come up 2 hours late. Ain't that a man? B-M-A-N. That's Bill Man's boy. Oh yeah. And all you women stand in line. I make love to you all in an hour's time. Ain't that a man? B-M-A-N. The line I shoot, never miss. That's why they call me Jimmy the Greek. Ain't that a man? B-M-A-N. Man. Hoochie coochie man. That's your bone man.
Okay. Now what I want.
Well, I want to thank everybody for listening to me and listening to my story in my life. And I hope you enjoy this music and blues. And maybe next time it'll be a little better. So everybody have a nice day, enjoy yourself, and may God bless you all. Yeah, so I'm signing off everybody, and I always say this is the sound off song all the time.
good, bro.
Yeah, well, that's the finish of all the songs and stuff. After hours, always been closing down. Took my gal to Big Cabin. Sure fine time. And bought a bottle when I went in. All I got is a dime. What matter? You drinking woman. Don't you know, man? Don't you know? I don't want to see that woman no more, no more. She says to me, Daddy, while I go right round him. As soon as she come back, she said, Daddy, you didn't know what a big one that you drinking woman. Don't you know, man? Don't you know? I don't want to see that woman no more, no more. I'm sorry, Bella, I have left. Is one thing done? Say, that's all right, Daddy. Give me a small bottle of beer, wasn't that all? You drink